everyone, Coffee and Colouring here, and welcome back to another video. So I am doing my haul video for the month of August and September 2021. In August I only got 6 books, so I decided to wait and show them in this book haul. So I will be showing those 6 books first, but not including those books for August. In September I accumulated 40 books, I believe it was 40 or 39, something like that. But that is a lot of books in one month. I was my own enabler by saying it's my birthday month, I'm just not going to worry about how many books I end up getting. I'm just going to purchase anything and everything I wanted, things that were on my wish list for years or months. I was like, yep, they've been there for such a long time, this is the month for my birthday to purchase them. I do have just a couple books that are birthday gifts, so I will tell you who got me those. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. We have a lot of books to get through and I'm very excited. Oh my goodness, this is like the biggest stack I've ever had. So, as you see, I've got the big pile here because I can't even move it aside because it's so tall and big. So, the first book is 50 Spring Miniatures. So, this book I picked up in August. So, this was on my wish list for a while too. It was one of the first miniatures books that I saw by Camellia, this and the autumn one, which obviously I picked up the autumn because it's my favorite, but now that I know I love this series, I had to get this. And yeah, in Australia we are in spring. September is spring, and yeah, the only books I don't have in their miniature series is the summer one and the ocean one, and I really want the ocean one. So that is that book by Camellia Angel Kovar. Next is Mushroom by Kawaii, and for those of you guys who don't know, I love colouring mushrooms and this book is just so pretty. The only other just strictly mushroom books I have is this and the one by Colouring Hive, which I love that one too. I haven't coloured in them yet, but I really want to play around with colours and, you know, make some really extraordinary mushrooms. Yeah, really fun book. I love Kawaii's books, and yeah, they haven't failed me yet. I really like them and I like the artwork. So that is that one, and I love the cover on that one. So next I have Autumn Scenes by Teresa Goodridge. So I also absolutely love any autumn or Halloween colouring books. So this one I heard about like ages ago, and this was one that's been on my wish list for a while, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up because October's getting closer and closer. Again, I picked this up in August. Getting through the August ones pretty quick. So the next one, Autumn Inspirations by George Tufexis, and I will show you any pages that I have completed in this book haul. So I did that one. Love how it came out. Really loving the Colour by Number books by George Tufexis. So yeah, definitely want to get some more. I have them on my wish list, but they are kind of expensive right now. I don't know if it's going to go down, but you know, I want to do majority in this before I pick up another one. So the next book I got is Colour by Number Cartoon, 50 Cartoon Characters, and this is by Jennifer Rowling. So this is her new book, which some of you heard me talk about, and I did make a mistake. In one of my videos I said how it has the Prismacolor pencils and how I could follow that and try pencils out, but no, this is the Prismacolor art markers that the colours are based off. So it's the Prismacolor markers, art markers, which I'll probably just use my Ohuhus and Oleeps and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys do not want to see the solutions, then look away and I will let you know when they are like not showing. Okay, so look away now. I'll just flick through them quite fast. So this one has some fun ones. Excited to try it out. I didn't get the chance this month to try out this book. Those of you who were looking away can look now. And yeah, this one also I was very mad. You can still kind of see it's curled a little bit. And that is not the publisher's fault ever, and it's not Amazon, it's the delivery people and the postage and all that. This one, I don't even think it would have been curled at all, but I don't know if it was sitting in there for just the day, like if I found it that day, or if it was a couple days, but this was full on curled up in its packaging, so you couldn't tell what it was. It was curled up like that, bent in and shoved in our mailbox. So this book was really horribly bent. It full on was curled and stuck like that, and it would just sit like that. So I had to stack books on it, which really helped, but it still like bends that way, which I don't think I'll be able to fix. But yeah, it's still colorable. It just really sucks that, you know, especially if the people who deliver it to your house, they should just keep in mind that you don't know if something's going to be fragile or not, and you shouldn't just shove it in a mailbox, or be, you know, handle with care, isn't it? Common sense. But that was the only time ever that's happened to me. Every other person who has delivered my packages, coloring books or not, have been very respectful and careful, and yeah, I haven't had an issue. So yeah, that was just horrible. But yeah, that really upset me. But again, it has nothing to do with the publishers or anything, because sometimes I see people in the reviews complaining how their book's damaged or whatever, and I get they're probably just letting the publishers know and everything, or letting Amazon know, but it is not their fault at all. It is the postage people and delivery people, and you know, if it's getting delivered on a ship, and who knows that if the box can fall over or something, and that's how it gets damaged. Like, it might not even be you know, another person who had done that. So yeah, that's that one. And the last book I got in the month of August was Mystery Colors by Joe Bartos, which is weird because I thought I had this one for a lot longer, but then when I looked at my notes, yeah, I got this in August, but it's probably because I did a few pages in it. So here's the parakeet, did this one, this one, and that one. Okay, so for those of you who don't want to see the solutions, please look away and I will tell you when you can look again. So here are solutions. Really love this book. It's really relaxing and stress-free. So yeah, that is that. Okay, those of you who are looking away can look now. So this book, I believe it has a combination of the farm animals book and the pets books. Like, it's a 2-in-1 from the magazines. And I really want more Joe Bartos books, but I have some on my wish list, and some aren't available on Amazon yet, which is where all of these books are from, all from Amazon. So that is the final book in August. So now I'm going to get into my books that I got this month for September. So I'm going to have a quick coffee break. Okay. For anyone wondering why I'm called Coffee and Colouring, it's because usually I always have a coffee with me while I'm colouring at some point. Do love my coffees. So the first book here is Heart Kawaii, and this is by Emily Hunter Higgins and Harry Thornton, and it's such a cute little book. I've seen the I Heart books before, and I wasn't really into the ones that I had seen flip-throughs of, but this one, I think I searched I Heart coloring books on Amazon or something, and I saw this one, which I never saw, so then I looked up flip-throughs, and I just loved the pages. Super simple and fun for some easy quick coloring and for some stress-free mindless coloring. And I did one in here, which was this one. So that's what I did. But yeah, I'm excited to do more in here. I did show in another video my favorite page in this book, but I'm going to show it again. This is my favorite page. The little dragon having a little marshmallow by the fire. It's adorable. So cute. I love it. And yeah, this book is going to be a fun one to bring with me. You know, it's very small, so easy for, you know, bringing with me to places. That is that book. And then I'm very excited. I got my first ever Hannah Lynn book. So this is Enchanted Faces. I have had a couple of her books on my wish list for a while, which was this one, Steampunk Darlings, and Victorian Darlings. And the Tattoo Darlings. I really want that one. But I picked up this one because it's a pocket size one and it's more simple girls in here, and again for some more easy mindless coloring, and it's something I can easily bring with me when, you know, I visit other people, so I can color in this. Like if I go see my mom or my boyfriend and I want to color, I can bring it with me. But I'm very excited. I've loved Hannah Lynn. Was someone's style who I used to be like, oh, that's not for me, but then I saw Dream in Color. I saw her pictures in here, and she is amazing at Hannah Lynn. Like when I hear Hannah Lynn, I think of Dream in Color straight away. And yeah, she inspired me. She made me really like the style, and then I saw more and more people coloring in it. And yeah, it grew on me, and now I absolutely love it. So it's so weird to think how you weren't into a particular style or couldn't see yourself coloring it, and then you get so inspired when you actually see the pictures colored. But yeah, this one I am excited to dive into when I can. So that is Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. Next, another pocket size one is Reptiloids by Vassal Psycho. I just show it so then you guys know how to spell it. And this book, I believe I first saw it on Emma Color's channel, and then you know, I would see it on couple other channels. I think Elm Colors and Colorfully Optimistic, and maybe Danny Buttons. Not too sure, but yeah, Emma Colors was the person who inspired me to get this. I did this one, and not only is the size good to get around, but I just love the characters. I love the art style in this book. Like this is, I love it. You could see that just in someone's sketchbook. Really love it. And they're so quirky and funny. Like it's such a goofy little book, and I love that. So yeah, I picked that up. I'm excited to do more from it. Okay, the next book I have is 50 Safari Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cova. So this one, I didn't, because 50 Jungle Miniatures came out, I didn't even know there was another one coming out. And then I saw Danny Buttons posted a flip through, and I saw the cover and I'm like, oh my god, there's another new miniatures book. Like, I watched the flip through on Danny Button's channel and I was like, nope, I have to get this straight away. I love Camellia's miniature series. It's an auto buy for me. So yeah, I picked up this book and it did not disappoint. It is so cute. And when I heard Safari, I was like, I really, really hope there's going to be lions in it because they're my favorite animals. Love this page. I feel like that'll be a fun, colorful one to do. And yeah, there was lions in this, so very happy about that. Not sure if I'll, yep, there's some of the lions. So cute. And there's one with a lion and a lioness, which is really cute. I may have gone past it. There's another one. And a want to find the lion and lioness. There, that one. It's so cute. I love that page so much. So I did do one page in here, which was this one, the name page. And I love how it turned out. I just use alcohol markers and a Derwent watercolor pencil for the background. So yeah, that is that book. I'm excited to color more from it. The next book I have has been on my wish list for a while as well, so I was like, yep, I'm gonna buy it finally. It's Mythical Creatures by Louisa May or Louisa May. And again, I think I mentioned in one of my other videos, but she doesn't have like her name on the cover or anything. It's always behind the first image. So down here, it has the copyright and how it's by Louisa May. So yeah, this book, I really love it. I love creatures and mythical and fantasy images. And this one's just a fun one where I plan on doing more simple colouring or straight colouring in it. But yeah, I'm very excited too. I really love the little designs and the art style in that one. And another one by Louisa May is Pastel Goth, and this was the first ever book I saw by Louisa May. It was this one and the Chibi Girls one. So this has been on my wish list ever since I found out about her books. And I've picked up a bunch of her other books. But yeah, I just haven't picked this one up yet. So I was like, yep, birthday month, I'm going to add this to the cart. So I think for my next birthday, I won't go as crazy. I mean, I say that now, so we never know. But yeah, I really gave myself an excuse just to purchase a bunch of coloring books, which is okay, but you know, you want to limit yourself a little bit, so then you know, like I said, I collect coloring books just as well as coloring them myself, and if I like the art, I buy it so I can flip through and look at the art. Like, I know I won't be able to color in every single book and complete every single book. I also like to have options, and now I have many options. But yeah, this one I want to do more simple straight colouring in as well, and yeah, I really like this book. Okay, another one that was an auto buy was Chibi Girls Halloween by Kawaii. So I love Kawaii, so I think a lot of her stuff might be an auto buy, but this was Chibi and it's Halloween. Anything Halloween, I'm like, yes. So this one was an auto buy, and I'm so happy it was, because look at the images, they're adorable. I've heard a few people say on their channels how some of you guys find the blank eyes creepy, which I guess I can see that, but I don't find it creepy because it's kind of like that, and I think a lot of artists do that where they don't add a pupil, so you have the choice to add a pupil. And with the chibi style and the anime style, sometimes their pupil isn't just black, like if say if their eye's blue, it's just a darker blue, and it gives you the opportunity to blend and do what you want with the eye, or you could just color the whole thing. So I actually really love that they're blank, so I can do different styled anime and chibi eyes. And I actually think they look cute, but I get it, everyone has different opinions and stuff, which is completely fine. And yeah, it doesn't bother me, and I guess if it creeps you out, just maybe add the pupils first, and then it won't freak you out so much, hopefully. So yeah, that's this one. Really love it. Hopefully we'll color in this in October. I'm gonna try my best to color from a bunch of Halloween themed books, but I don't want to be too strict and be like, you only have to do Halloween books. I want to prioritize it, but I also want to color in other books if I'm feeling like it. So yeah, that's Chibi Girls Halloween by Kawaii. The next book is Cute Monsters coloring book by Coloring Book Cafe, and I believe this is my first book by Coloring Book Cafe. And this one, again, it's one that's been on my wish list for such a long time, possibly years now, and I just hadn't picked it up, but I also have the excuse that Halloween's coming up, so yeah, this one again is more simple images, which I really love when I'm in the mood for them. They're kind of, yeah, cute and creepy, like cute monsters, as the title says. But yeah, I can see myself colouring in this a lot for those simple colourings. And then it's got little thumbnails at the front. So that is that book, and I love the cover. Again, green is my favourite colour, so this just really pops and I just love it. Okay, the next books I'm going to show are my Jade Summer books that I got this month, and again, Jade Summer is one of the first colouring book companies or publishers that I found out about when I started adult colouring. So a lot of Jade Summer books have been on my wish list for years, and I've kind of picked a couple here and there, and it's kind of grown slowly. But I decided to get a bunch that I've had on there for ages, where I'm like, nope, it's birthday month, I am treating myself. So yeah, the first one here is Anime Colouring Book by Jade Summer, and for those of you who already know, I love chibi and anime, and I draw my own anime art, so I really wanted this one for practice and just to have a fun anime colouring book instead of having to draw my own stuff. So this one, it has the two images back to back and their faces are different, so this is more anime style. Look at the nose and the mouth, and then this one is like the regular style, which I do like both, but I definitely prefer the anime style because that is one of my favorite art styles. So I will be coloring the anime themed ones, and that's interesting to see the side profiles. There's the regular one and then the anime one. So yeah, this has been on my wish list for a very, very long time, and I just hadn't picked it up yet. But yeah, super excited to colour in this and practice my shading for an anime style. So that is the first one. Next, I have Kawaii Girls by Jade Summer, and I definitely prefer the line art books. I hadn't tried a grayscale, but I have got a grayscale book by her now, which I'll show you soon. But yeah, I definitely like the line art to have the option to kind of play with my own shading and light sources and things like that. So this one is one that's been on there for years as well. I think all of them have been on there, except for some of the newer ones. Obviously I added when they got released. So this one's fun. Jade Summer books are really fun to colour in, and I've got no problem with cheaper paper because my favourite thing to do is, so you don't see the white and just to prevent your paper tearing a little bit more, is I always like to do an alcohol marker base and then go over with the pencil, and it just fixes all of the cheap paper books. Obviously it may suck your marker a little bit, but I just think, you know, people aren't into ones that are really cheap and crappy quality, but I have no problem with it because I can work with it, you know. So yeah, that is Kawaii Girls by Jade Summer. Next is Kawaii Horror by Jade Summer. So I put this on my wish list near when this one came out, and I knew I was gonna love it because horror and kawaii. So yeah, it's just got, you know, again, more subtle horror images and girls and skeletons. Really fun one. So yeah, and all the Jade Summer books are duplicated. So that is that one. Love the cover on that one. And the next book, okay, this one's a new one and I had to buy it as soon as I saw it. So it is Cute and Spooky Colouring Book by Jade Summer, and I saw this on Danny Button's channel and I saw the page she did, and I love how she colored her page. Like, it's so simple, but again, it looks like it's from a cartoon, and that's what I love from it. Like, it looks like it's animated, but like it's printed, if you get what I mean. But I saw this book, and they actually put the artist now, which is great. That I wish they did that from the beginning. But yeah, this book is semi grayscale, and there's no duplicated images in this one, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of the grayscale kind of ones aren't duplicated, which I love because you get more images, but again, there are the pros and cons with the duplicates. It's just preference. I don't mind. I just go for the books that I like. So very fun, excited to do this. I did plan on doing maybe a little bit of shading, but this is the one Danny Buttons did, which, by the way, I absolutely love images like this. I just love the flow of it, and it's a pumpkin, of course, and it's Halloween-y, but yeah, Danny Buttons colored this amazing. Like, I loved it, and it was just straight color, but again, it looks so cartoony. I loved it, so I don't know, I may just do straight coloring in this book, and maybe try a shaded image as well. So that is that book there. And the next book is Easy Halloween, coloring book by Jade Summer. So I saw this again when it came out, added it straight to my wish list, because I have the Easy coloring book by Jade Summer, which is the yellow cover with the flowers, and it's the same kind of style, but again, now it has the artist. So the artist is Joshua Dunbar, and his Easy coloring book, the first one, had these semi grayscale images as well, so which I really liked. That's the image of the front cover of that book, which is a bonus page in here. Yeah, these aren't duplicated, I just remembered this one in the last book. So yeah, this is a Halloween themed one by that same artist, and I had to pick it up. I couldn't wait. I love it. I love how simple it is. Again, for some stress-free, mindless coloring, possibly straight coloring as well, but I'd love to play around with shading. I love this one and the frog one that was just there. So yeah, and the cute and spooky book that I just showed before, this book had such a similar style. When I saw Danny Buttons flip through it, I was like, yep, I'm getting it. I love this like very faint grayscale. Something about it. And the fact that, yeah, you can tell, like, I don't know, I love things that kind of look like you could see it as a, like, in someone's sketchbook, like, you know, this, but like smaller in someone's sketchbook that they drew up. It's really cool. But yeah, that is Easy Halloween by Jade Summer and Joshua Dunbar. Next, this is one that's been on my wish list for years again. Baby Dragons coloring book by Jade Summer. And yeah, I was just checking if the artist's name were like in the old books, like if they started to print them from now on, like moving forward, but I think it's just the new ones. So I love dragons. One of my favorite, like, fantasy animals, mythical animals. They're real to me. But yeah, I love this book. It's so cute. It's got duplicated images, and I'm just excited to do some laid back, stress-free what's it called? Straight coloring. Had a blank then. And yeah, maybe a little bit of shading with the markers. So that's that book. And the final Jade Summer book is Chibi Girls, Grayscale 4 books in 1 by Jade Summer. So I already have Chibi Horror in the line art version because that's like my favorite out of the Chibi series by Jade Summer, of course, because it's, you know, horror themed. But Chibi Girls 1 and 2 I've had on my wish list for years. It's like, I think it's the first ever items I added to my coloring wish list, which there's a lot on there because I had anything and everything, and then even backup books. So it's like, oh, if I finish this book, this is the next one I'm getting, or just if I like it, and it's like they're just there so I don't forget about those books as well. But yeah, I originally wanted these in the line art version, but lately I've been seeing a bunch of videos, or just watching some older content, because when I say I've seen the book a lot, it might not even be recent videos, because I go back and to people's channels and like go through a playlist of their completed pages and like their old videos. Like I marathon everything when I find new channels, and even older channels I sometimes go back and rewatch some completed page videos and stuff like that, which some of you might not be into, but some of them are really nostalgic to watch, because I did watch those videos years ago, or like near the beginning of my coloring journey, so it's fun to watch them, and I just enjoy seeing the work other people have done, and everyone's so talented. So yeah, I decided to pick this up, and yeah, it has the Christmas ones and then the horror ones, and Chibi Girls 2 and 1. Well, it goes in order, so it's got Chibi Girls 1, 2, then it shows horror, then the Christmas. So I picked up the 4 books in one for the grayscale, because I'm like, why not? It works out so much cheaper. I kind of have a little thing where I want to have each individual book and not like one, like a something in one, but you know, the price is too good, and I have the grayscale version now, so if I want just the line art versions, I'll just buy those separately. And I did do one in here, which is very simple. I'm not too happy with it, but I did this one. I did have a lot of fun coloring it, I just wasn't too happy with it. So yeah, I am excited because I have seen so many great pages in like the grayscale ones, which again, like really made me want to do them. And watching color alongs or coloring chats in grayscale books, and you know, just whoever just talking and working on their grayscale, just straight coloring, it's so relaxing to watch. And well, for me anyway, and to see like the grayscale slowly show through the marker when it dries, it's just so fun. So I picked that up, and I'm really excited to do some more in that. Okay, this one is a blind buy. It is called Cute and Playful Patterns Coloring Book, and it's by Young Dreamers Press. So this is a book that is intended for children, I believe. And I think there was a couple pages that it showed, and then a couple of people in the review posted like a page or two. But yeah, it's very simple and fun. I like these kind of pages. See, this mushroom one, I love it. If this is classed as a mandala, it's probably not. It's probably more just, you know, patterns, as it says, cute and playful patterns. But if this is classed as a mandala, I know it probably have to be more mirrored, but these are the kind of images, or like mandala images, that I love to color. Love that. See, things like this I'm not too into, but I feel like this book I might give it a chance and give it a go. And like I said, I have been very curious about mandala coloring books now, and I've been wanting to try the inverted mandalas coloring book, where you just color the white lines and it's a black background, because that looks fun. Like I can color those mandalas. And also the Camellia Angel Cove Halloween one has been like the only one that has stuck out to me in the mandala category. And again, that is because when there's like objects, or you know, other things to color than just these kind of patterns, which a couple of people I've heard say it as well, then you're more interested in coloring it. At least for me personally, I can color like repetitive patterns, like even this, but I don't know, this I feel like I'd get bored unless I choose a really fun color scheme and shade it. So yeah, that's this book. I am quite happy with the purchase, and yeah, I'm excited to try it out. The next book I have is Mini Monsters by Zenzu Creative, and again, I love just fantasy creatures and monsters and stuff, so I can see myself using alcohol markers in this book mainly. And yeah, just really fun characters. I love it. And this one, I believe, yeah, this one's duplicated, like it has duplicate images as well. And yep, there, I just saw that one before, and the mushroom guy. So yeah, this one I added to my wish list recently. I had seen it on someone's channel a while ago now, and it popped up on Amazon, and I was like, oh, I remember this book. Like, why didn't I add you in the first place to my wish list? But yeah, I ended up getting this one, and it's a little smaller in size, but yeah, again, fun for easy travel and a colouring book to bring along. So the next book is Floral Tattoo Designs by Eric Ciuda by Creative Haven. So I have the Modern Tattoo Designs by Eric, and this is one of his other books. And it is an older book, but this has been on my wish list for ages. Since I bought the Modern Tattoo Designs one, I saw this, and I love both to use alcohol markers in. And it's got just simple, fun, like, tattoo themed images. I love it. I love the thicker outline ones like this. Like, this looks like a tattoo design. I can see so many fun colors and just blending my alcohol markers. So I love this one. I nearly colored in it in September, but didn't get around to it. So hopefully soon, in the next few months, I can color from this. But yeah, really love this book. And again, there should be all flip throughs up on my channel of these books. If not, they will be up soon. And I do, because when you go to my videos, you'll see a lot of flip throughs and then maybe a completed pages. So please go to my playlist, because I made those playlists to make it easier for whatever people are into watching. So I have my flip throughs, my color and chats, my color alongs, I've got one speed color I think so far, my haul videos, and yeah, and then the flip throughs are all in one category. So please check that out. One of the next books I have is Whimsical Halloween by Molly Harrison. And this is another one. Oh no, it wasn't this one. I have another Halloween book by Molly Harrison with the more like realistic girls on it. This one's more cartoony, but yeah, this one I saw recently in someone's completed pages video, and yeah, it's really cute. So her girls, or her characters, used to just have like their eyes and like no little nose and mouths, but she listened to a bunch of reviews, and a lot of people did find it creepy, or like younger kids found it really creepy, so she ended up putting little noses and mouths on the characters in any book that was printed. Like, first I think they still released all of the older copies, and then their copies from that day forward was the ones with the nose and the mouths, I believe. So yeah, really cute one. Again, simple. Oh, that'd be so fun to colour. And yeah, I love these like creepy cute girls like this, and like the Misfit books by White Stag. I just love that style, and I love the creepy things. So that is that book. The next book has been on my wish list for a while. It is Little Witches by Daisy Joy. So this one, I think I originally did find it on someone's channel and then added it to my wish list. Again, it goes in the Halloween-y category, and they're Chibi Girls. Really love it. Again, want to use alcohol markers and do some straight colouring with maybe a little bit of shading in these ones. But I really, really love the images. And I think the Daisy Joy books, it doesn't have duplicate images, so you do get a whole bunch of different girls to colour. So that's that one. And another book here, this has been on my wish list for a little while. It is the anime colouring book High School Zombie Apocalypse Halloween Collector's Edition by Sora Illustrations. So I have one of their regular anime girls colouring books, and yeah, this one's a zombie themed, and there's duplicate images, so it's just, you know, the two images on top of each other. But this one's very fun for Halloween, and I really love the anime style in this book. And it has guys, like males and females in here, which is fun because I feel like I do get a lot of female coloring books. So it's nice to have some male characters to color, even if they're zombies. And yeah, I really, really love the anime style in this book. It's just your classic anime style. So yeah, that is that one. Next, okay, this book, since I found out about it, it's been on my wish list and I finally decided to buy it. It is the pop manga Cute and Creepy coloring book by Camilla D'Erico, and I knew when her first book came out and then her second one, the Mermaids one, and this was the one, like, I was like, yeah, I can hold off for buying those ones, but this one I had to get as soon as I saw it released. Well, I added it to my wish list and got it on sale when I purchased this, so that was great. And because Halloween's coming up, and you know, technically it's for my birthday, so lovely book, love the images, really cute creepy creatures and characters, really fun. I've seen amazing things colored in here, so I'm excited to do something soon in it, hopefully. So that is Cute and Creepy by Camilla D'Erico. Another book is Mythographic Color and Discover Dream Garden. So this is by Fabiana Atanasio, and these mythographic books I did not want for ages because of the hidden objects. Like many of you, I did not like it because it's so random. Like, it doesn't even go with the theme of the images. They're just randomly shoved in there. From a distance, you probably cannot see them. And yeah, it just looks very cut and pasted. Like, there's a pencil just randomly sitting on a flower. There's just a random dice there, or die. Yeah, it's just random. I don't like it. So I will just be doing what others do and covering them up or blending them into whatever it's sitting on. But these books, the mythographic books, are gorgeous, and that's why I gave in, and I was like, no, I'm not worrying about the hidden objects anymore. I'm not going to be stubborn. I love the book. I love the artwork. I just hate the hidden objects, but you know, it gives you that challenge to cover them up, so I'll try to do that. So this one and the Frozen Fantasies one were the ones that really caught my eye out of the books in this series. But out of the two, I decided to go with Dream Garden because I liked so many more pictures and could see myself coloring a lot more of them. So yeah, that is that book. It's just beautiful, and I hadn't picked up a book that has a little more detail in it. I've been picking up a lot that I've been doing, you know, alcohol marker work and straight coloring and color by numbers, so it was nice to get a really detailed book, and this one was a little bit more on the expensive side. Not too expensive. I think it was like $25 or $28 or something, but it is a thick book and has decent paper, so I'm excited to jump into that eventually. And next is Spooky Sweets by Carla Magana, or Magana. I'm just going to say Magana. So these books, this is my first book by Carla Magana, and I first found out about Carla Magana from Kate Colouring Haven's channel, and I love the way Kate colours in these books. Such good artwork, and this was one I couldn't, at first when they came out, I was like, oh no, like, I love the art style, but I don't see myself colouring in it. And then I saw, like, Kate colour in these, and she has been for, like, possibly years now, I believe, from, you know, the first books, and she has the newer ones, and she's just amazing. And I've seen many other people that are really amazing at coloring in Carla's work, and I do love the, you know, spooky kind of creepy gothic theme in Carla's books. So I do want more from her, and this has been on my wish list for a very, very long time, but I finally decided to pick it up, and I really want the Spooklets Volume 1 as well, but I probably won't get that till I color a few in here first. So that is that one. And next, this is a new book to me that I found. It is called Whipped, and it is by Rudy Fig, I believe, by Blue Star Publishing. And this one I saw in someone else's coloring book haul, I believe. And yeah, I just love the girls. It kind of does remind me a little bit of Color Morgana, but a completely different kind of style of the girls, but it's just similar. Like, it just has that, like, it just reminds me a little bit of her style, but I wouldn't look at this and be like, oh, this is Color Morgana's style. It's just similar, like, just reminds me. I love the girls, and you know, even little pages like this would be fun to colour for some quick colouring. I'll probably do a marker base and Prismacolor pencils for shading, or just like, you know, markers and shade with markers. So that is this book, and I love books with desserts and stuff, so yeah, I got that. Okay, next I have a couple of line, dots and spiral books. So the first one is Animals, Lines and Dots by Sun Life Drawings. So not much to show here except, you know, we've got lines and dots, but there was one that I did, and it was this one. So that was fun, and it tells you at the front, like, all the lines and dots, like what they're meant to be, so that's pretty good. I've been really into the lines and dot and spiral books. If you saw my completed pages video, I was loving my Vampire Diaries lines, dots and spirals book this month, so that's why I decided to get a couple. And yeah, I still have a few on my wish list that I'm really excited to get, but I want to get through a lot of these first. Just do more, like, not complete the book, but do a lot more before I pick up some more. So this is Heart Creatures, by, I don't think it says, some of these books don't say who it's by unless you're on the, like, on Amazon it tells you who it's by, so I'm sorry, I cannot remember. I haven't done any from here yet, but this was one of the first ever lines, dots and spirals books I've ever seen on a channel. So there's some of the characters that are going to be in it, or it might be all of them, I think. But I really like this book, but the only thing I don't like is the spirals that are centered in the middle. I don't think it was necessary. I would have liked a couple more pages. I don't think there was many. There was maybe only 4 or something that were in the center of the book. I counted them, but now I can't remember, because I counted them like near when I got this. But yeah, definitely not too big a fan of that. I would have preferred it just on the same page, but yeah, I am happy. Like I said, I don't think there was too many like that. There was just a few, but yeah, I'm very excited to get into this one, and you'll definitely see this in October when I do some colouring. So that is that one. So the next books here that I'm going to show you are ones that are technically meant for kids, but that labels don't bother me. If I feel like I want to colour from it, I'm going to buy it. So I saw this one, Happy Pixel Halloween Part 1, and I had not seen anything on this book ever. It was a blind buy. It said it was, you know, I saw these images, I think, and I was like, oh, I really like those. But it did say in the title, I believe, but I didn't pick up on it. I just thought it was a color by number pixel book. No, it's not. It has whatever the image is, and this is like meant to be for a practice, I believe. And then here's the main one, but you're meant to like look at it and pretty much count the cubes for the pixels and do it yourself. and like add colors where you want it to be and like match the colors up. So it's not exactly what I had in mind. I do like the little pixel art in here. I just, color by numbers a bit easier. I don't want to really be sitting here trying to map out where all the pixels have to go, but so that was a little disappointing, but that was on my part from not reading the title and the description properly. I just assumed it was a color by number, but I feel like I will still enjoy coloring from this. I just don't see myself reaching towards this one as much just because I have to map it out myself. But yeah, and of course I didn't wait to see in part 1. I had to get part 2 as well at the same time. So yeah, same thing with the Happy Pixel Halloween part 2. It is the same thing with different images. Very cute images, but yeah, definitely would have loved it if it was a color by number. I think it had I thought it might have had bonus things on the back. But yeah, that is that one. Again, this was a blind buy with the first one. So yeah, hopefully I will try them out, but we'll see what happens. So next is Color by Number for Kids, Colorful Play Volume 1, and this is by Mew Press. I saw this on Nikki in Niagara's channel, and again, I buy these kids' books mainly for mindless coloring and just relax. They're really simple and the pixels are usually really big, and this one, I think the Mew Press books have a couple that are like this that aren't pixel art in some of their books, which is a little weird, but whatever. So there's one I did. Bigger squares, just choose pages randomly in this one. So I did that. And that. And in books like these, especially the kids ones, sometimes it just has the color down here, but there's no, you know, color key on the back to show you an example of the color. So it's just whatever your interpretation of that color is from the description down here. I guess as long as you have a dark or lighter color, you know, so that's pretty fun. And I like to use new markers in here usually. Well, I just got it, but so far I've used some new markers. I did use Sharpies, but it was a set I hadn't used all the colors in before. So that is that one. And there is a volume 2 and 3, which is on my wish list, but I'm going to dive into this one a bit more, I think, if I do decide to pick those up, which I might not, but again, I put them on my wish list just to kind of save them there so I remember and don't have to go searching for the series. So that is that one. Next, this was a blind buy. It is called Coloring by Number Pixel Art by Activity Gato. It says for kids age 4 to 8. No, I wanted this. So I saw the front cover and I really love the style of the pixel art. Really love it. And here's the back. So I think, yeah, this one had it has a game over thing on the back where you, like the other pixel art book, you look at it and you like try and copy it to the other side. So that's in this section, but the rest of the book is color by number. So they're really big squares of colors, and I love that. I love this book. I didn't expect it to be double-sided. I thought it'd be single-sided, but that's no problem. I actually really like this book, and there was one I did, this little soccer guy. I did that in only Crayola Super Tips, and then this one was Crayola Super Tips, but then I went over it with Prismacolor pencils. And yeah, I love the style, and it was really fun to do the pages I did do in this book. Also, I saw the lion, and it's my favorite animal, so yeah, I'm excited to get that done. But yeah, really fun. I love this book. I love the layout, and even though it's for kids, I think it's for adults as well. It's just more targeted towards kids, obviously, but yeah, really fun, and it has a decent range of colors. So that is that book. So the next book is Desserts Color by Number by Nikki Sharma. So this has the color palette on the back, and I believe Sach and Sachdeva helped publish this book. This was a blind buy, so I saw some of the other ones, which you'll see in a sec. You can kind of see it there, but the Halloween ones I was looking at, and then the desserts one popped up, and like I said, I like desserts, and this is just, you know, simple color by number. It also has them on the left side here. You can reference from the back of the book, which I think, again, I want to straight color and then do a bit of shading over the top. So they're very simple and fun, easy to just select the colors, and then, you know, to spice it up a bit, I want to do some shading. And I feel like that'll be really fun. So yeah, I love the images in here. I'm excited to see what color choices are selected. So that is that one. And then I have the Halloween Color by Number by Nikki Sharma. And yeah, this one I saw on Nikki and Niagara's channel, I believe. And well, for the first time, and I was like, yep, it's very cute. I have to pick it up. Again, I love my Halloween images, and I'm just excited to not have to think about colors, do the straight coloring, and then shade based on that color with my pencils. So this is fun, and I kind of, well, I haven't started any yet, besides one that's coming up, but I haven't, in these like simple kids ones, I haven't started any of these color by numbers yet, but I really want to see how it looks with the straight coloring and shading, and I feel like it would just be very relaxing for me to do. So that is this one, and again, it has the color palette, and they do stick to the same color palette, but I'm not sure, maybe some of the older books might, some of them don't have color palettes, but those are the older ones. Like this one here, I believe it doesn't. It just says like green, dark green, light green, and purple, and so you don't really know what the exact colors are. So I'm glad when they have a color palette to reference, because it just makes it easier, so I don't have to worry about my colors. I can just go off the palette and then it's just done. So that's that one. Next is Happy Halloween by Sachin Sachdeva. So there's quite a few by Sachin in these kids color by number books that are Halloween themed, and I added them all to my wish list, but I did like the images in this one a lot, so this was one of the first ones I decided to pick up for this month for my birthday. Love all the pumpkin images. This one, again, this is one of the older ones, and it doesn't have, I know there's the Nikki Sharma one, but I'm pretty sure Sachin does publish or like help with the books like he does with Prachi, and or like collab or whatever, but yeah, this is an older one, so this doesn't have the color key. It just has down here some suggested colors, and you just select any color that comes to mind, like whatever you think suits. So that isn't my favorite, but again, I don't mind. It will probably be fun to, you know, make it my own little theme. So yeah, that's that one. Next is my first ever Color Questopia book. It is the Tattoo Black Background by Color Questopia, and had to get it because of tattoos. I feel like I didn't get the Color Questopia books originally because of the white backgrounds, and they're just, some of the books aren't for me, and I wasn't interested in the straight coloring aspect of it because I didn't like some of the color choices. But again, I have been really into wanting to straight color and color by number books like this, and you know, the kids ones, and then shade with pencil. So this one has, they're the bonus images. Hang on, there we go. Some really fun designs in it, which I'm excited to color. So there's one that I did. Just move this light a little bit. Nope, that looks horrible. There you go. So yeah, I was very happy with the shading. If you want to see what this image looked like when I just had it straight colored, you can see it in my completed pages video because I showed that there. So yeah, this is this book. I do have a couple Color Questopia books on my wish list now, so they're growing on me. Definitely love the idea of shading these books as well. So yeah, it's always fun because I usually have books where I try things out, like different shading techniques or like different you know, mediums and stuff that I want to use. But then when I kind of choose something that I like for a book, I stick to it for the whole book. So love that. And the next one is the Halloween Black Background by Color Questopia. So they do have a new Halloween one that came out, but I decided to get this one, which is one of their older ones, but it has a newer cover, I believe, than what they originally had. Oh, I forgot to show with the tattoos one, but they have their color key on the back. So I love that. And of course it's Halloween themed, so I love it. Oops, there we go. Yeah, and I've seen some images out of these on Instagram that are colored the way that I want to color them, which is, you know, the alcohol marker base and then shaded with pencils. And I really love the look. I really do. Oh, this one's really fun. I like these images a bit more, where it's more simple and not like... I'm trying to think of an example. This book probably doesn't... This book's pretty good, actually. But some of the Color Questopia images, I'll go to the back here, have like this one's good, even though it's all white lines, but it's like just the images and the line work to make up the image. But I feel like some have just random lines in it because it's a color by number, like to try and hide the image, kind of like this. Like instead of just having it be the dragon and having like this part of his body just having one number 3 on it, there's like all these little sections that have the same number on it. So as you see, there's all these shapes and patterns and things on the image. I don't know if that makes sense, but I definitely like the ones that are more simplified like this. And you know, the barrel just has, you know, a number in each thing, and it's not like heaps of little shapes. If that makes sense. I don't know. Could just be me. Everyone has different preference. That's just what I like. So that is this book, the Halloween Black Background by Color Questopia. Okay, the next books, very excited to show them. So I got my first ever pixel coloring book by Hatchet Heroes, and they have been on my wish list forever, like forever. And you do know they're very expensive, but I went through and looked at which one was really cheap at the time, and it was this one, and I do like the images in this a lot. So I was like, birthday present to me, I'm gonna buy this, and I did. So I won't show you the answers yet, but here's the pixels. Not much to see, but it's got, you know, the little colors there. So for those of you who don't want to see the solutions, look away and I'll tell you when you can look. So here it is. Now I probably will just select random pages in the book and do the image. So I'll probably have to use Crayola Super Tips in here. But again, if it doesn't look smooth, I'll just have to go over it with colored pencil. But also, those of you who are looking away can look now. Yeah, but in pixel art books, I just prefer using markers, and it's just a faster process. Like, I don't want to go back over it with pencils, but yeah, if it just gets muddied up or any of that, because with my Hatchet Heroes, like these Legrand Classic books, it's easier to do like a black Posca pen outline and then go in between the lines with the super tips. Like, it's just easier for me. But this one, as you see, like on the cover, there's a bit of black, but like the whole thing's not outlined, so I'm gonna find it very hard to stain the lines and like keep the super tips smooth. But yeah, I'm very excited that I got this, and I'm very excited to color in that. So, you know, when I said I got some birthday gifts. These are the books. You're probably like, oh, did she forget? Did she buy them all for herself? No, these are the couple books that I did get as gifts. So, oh, I actually forgot. Okay, and this one. Okay, so this one and Le Grand Classics Tome 3 my sister bought for me. So basically she sent me money and she said to like buy whatever books I wanted. And well, I kind of, because she didn't know what to get me for a gift, and I said, oh, like, you know, I got these coloring books that I want to get. If you want, you can just send me the money, and then that's my gift. Like, I'm completely fine with that. And she was happy to do that. So yeah, she got me the Le Grand Classics Tome 3. So please look away if you do not want to see the solutions, and I'll let you know when to look back. So this is one of the books that I haven't had in my Hatchet Heroes collection. I really like the images, and I'm excited because Mini Rach here on YouTube has this book, and we want to do some buddy colors in it. So next month we've picked a couple pages that we plan on doing. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I actually really like the images in this. And yeah. Thank you to my sister for my birthday presents. Those of you who are looking away can now look. So yeah, that is that one. Very excited to have it in my collection. These two here were from my boyfriend. So thank you so much to him for getting these books for me for my birthday. And like my sister, he kind of did the same thing where he was like, you know, I don't know what to get you for your birthday. And he got me a couple other things, but then he was like, said he was happy to, because he knows I love my coloring, so he was happy to transfer me the money and then me purchase the books with that that I wanted to select. So I got these two. And yeah, so this is the, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, the 100 Nouveau Circles Magiques. And these two books I'm going to show you, I have not seen on many channels, and I have not seen really any flip throughs of them at all. So I did, when I was found them, I looked at flip throughs to see which ones I wanted, of course, and because the Disney ones, I will buy all of those, but I feel like they're very popular, the Disney ones, so that's why I don't see these much, so please look away. And yeah, it's the circle style, of course, where you color all the little circles, and I just love how the pictures look, and I'm surprised not many more people color in it. So yeah, very, very fun. Okay, those of you who are looking away can look now. So as you see, it's very, well, a lot of circles, and there's some in little teeny tiny spaces, and then bigger circles, and you follow the color keys and get really cool looking images. And this is obviously an animal themed one, 100 animals, magic circles. So yeah, and there's a baby one, but like a baby animals one, but I want to do more from these first. So that is that one. And the final book I have in this haul, and the final book I got for my birthday, is this one. It's the Animal Mysteries Coloriage book with the cat on the cover. There are a couple more, I believe. So again, I saw this one. I looked at flip throughs of all the other ones and this one, but I did like the style. Please look away if you don't want to see the solutions. So yeah, very fun. Again, I don't see this book as often as the Disney ones. I don't think I've seen it at all. That's really cute. So many cute animals. But yeah, I think this will be really fun to color, and I do love how they turned out. Like, that one looks a little bit more detailed, and then there's these ones here that don't as much, but it looks really cool. It's just, yeah, a typical color by number. Oh, these are so cute. They're one of my favorite breeds, which I won't say in case people are looking away, but yeah, those of you who are looking away, you can look now. This is the color key and what they look like. So it's very similar to the mystery color books by Joe Bartos. You can kind of see what it's going to be pretty much on all of them, but you have your colors up here, and you can go ahead and just reference this color key and go for it, or you can look at the solutions. So yeah, I was very excited because I wanted 2 different books like that I knew I would love the images out of, because it's Hatchet Heroes, that weren't Disney. So because you know I've got so many of those now which I love, but yeah, I just wanted something a bit different in case I feel like coloring this or the circles one. So I'm very excited, so thank you to my partner for getting me those. Okay, so there's such a massive stack of books, I can't really get them all in frame, so I just turn my camera, which is kind of wobbling a little bit there. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this massive book haul, and I hope you maybe found some new books that interest you, and I'm very excited to color from these and slowly make my way eventually through them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to my boyfriend and sister for getting me some coloring books for my birthday. I really appreciate it, and they know I love it and it's one of my favorite hobbies. So yeah, thank you guys for all your support, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.